be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
All right, Holly. The Demon Deacons headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Miami's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Malachi Tony. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Mensah. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Canes will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Demon Deacons offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode.
Ball's in the deep ball. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And an awesome job there by the offense, picking up the blitz and giving their quarterback a clean pocket to throw from. Doesn't get better than that.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They go play action with Lopez. Oh, they're after him. Complete on the comeback. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw, because that was man coverage. He really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his target.
And the Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Run in the red zone, it's Clark. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Here's Lopez to throw. Trying to barrel in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they have increased the degree of difficulty with the false start. It is 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Throwing, Mensah. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw. Fires downfield. Finds a man in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure.
Makes a grab and room to run. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Off the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake. and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's Mensa to throw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll go to the ground. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
Rides to the back. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back.
Might have a chance. Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a 1st down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Throwing, Lopez. Quick strike complete. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Hernandez. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. On the option. Now the toss. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. He'll field the punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Running inside. It's Fletcher. The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline, they've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now. They've got to find some answers.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Now on the move. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Clark. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Makes the grab. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Flushed out of the pocket. Quick spin on the run. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Mensah. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Off play action. This time he's got his man. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darian Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. For anybody that didn't know Darian Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up for the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship, but this is a guy with tons of talent. They think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Makes the grab on the left. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big time.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Running inside, it's Clark. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. There's a crease. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The play fake, Gio Lopez. Got his man. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The run inside. It's Daniels. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lopez. Quickly to the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Lopez to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Here's Lopez to throw. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Lopez wants to fire. The screen, and watch out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The RPO, it's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Using the quick game. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throwing, Mensah. Complete to the right. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Bringing the heat. Trying to buy time. Stumbled to the ground.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Here's Mensah to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
The Canes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick step and go. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Daniels. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throwing, Lopez. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Here's a little room there. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
I really like how the quarterback was just able to turn the page that time, right? On 1st down, he got sacked. Now it's 2nd, and it's long, and it's an obvious passing situation. A lot of guys would be worried they're going to get sacked again. Clock's going off. This guy was just poised. He saw a lane. He took off, and not only did he get a couple of yards, he picked up the 1st down. This guy needs to keep scrambling.
Lopez to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Miss. Touchdown, Wake. Gets it into the end zone.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Mensah. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. When you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility, he now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at it. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Fires deep on the run. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. The run inside. It's Clark. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Lopez, play action. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Lopez. It's complete to the right. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over him. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that one.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Here's Lopez to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The kick is on its way. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here comes the heat. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Gets it out quickly. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throwing, Mensah. Right down the middle. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throwing, Lopez. Now he's going to break the pocket. Great awareness by this defense to know where the 1st down line was and stop him just a little bit short. Big 4th down decision coming.
Well, I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Final play of the quarter coming. Hold and finds his man on the left. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. Finds his man. It's Vaughn.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
The Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They'll run play action. Under fire. This time it's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Mensah hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. Running inside, it's Daniels. Oh, he got loose. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Throwing, Mensah. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
The Canes will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Miami! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Lopez. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. The run inside. It's Clark. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. On the run, it's Fletcher. There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Pulls it on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. The Demon Deacons use their 2nd timeout. They'll have one left. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! Just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold it.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the fourth quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Here's Lopez to throw. Immediately fires to the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
From the gun, third down, Gio Lopez. Going to try to get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Zings it complete to the right. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
Throwing Lopez. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
A loss of 6 yards on the play. Brings up second down.